How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another SSR Analysis video, and some of you probably realised that I took a break between this one and a previous SSR Analysis, and basically I just thought that because there was already so much going on that I'll take a bit of a break so you guys can enjoy all the Gohan stuff. We are going to go ahead and finish all the Rebirth from today and moving forward, so I will be uploading one SSR Analysis video a day, and then eventually we will get to LR Gohan, and there is a lot to talk about Gohan. Wow, what a unit. But let's focus on Metal Cooler today, or Cooler. Cooler is obviously the Japanese pronunciation. So let's go ahead and get started with his leader skill. He gives 3 key to all types as well as a 20% stat boost. So compared to some of the other Rebirths, especially the World Tournament ones, he doesn't give as much of a boost. He still does give a significant boost, that is nice. 20%, well, with a double lead would obviously equate to 40%. Which is still a nice boost, and it is better than the Gogeta leader skill. The percentage boost obviously isn't as good as the mono leads, but it's still a good leader skill regardless. His super attack causes supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. Again, basically every single unit these days, or villain specifically, they all greatly lower defense. And the thing about greatly lowering defense is that it allows you to hit the tiniest bit harder. It doesn't make that much of a difference unless the Dokkan event that you are taking on has a sizable defense. For example, Broly. Broly is probably the most noticeable one. There aren't many other events that require you to greatly lower defense, so it's nice to have in certain situations, but it's nothing crazy. I again rate greatly lowering attack much higher because it's way more useful. It reduces the amount of damage that you take, and it just allows you to survive longer, which is something that villain teams are known for. They just have better survivability than the majority of the other teams. His passive skill is definitely one of the better things about this card. He gives 2 key to extreme types as well as a 30% attack boost. That 30% attack boost is noticeable. You would definitely notice it on units like Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black, Buuhan, Omega Shenron, all your hard hitters, Merge Masu, how could I forget? 30% is such a huge amount, and people sometimes undervalue support units. I've said this before, support units, I really love them, especially on a villain team, because as you're basically boosting how hard your units are going to be hitting forward. The thing about the key that he gives on an extreme team is it's not as relevant unless you are running a specific lead. For example, if you're going to be running double Rose, then that specific part of his passive skill isn't necessarily needed because Rose will most likely be coming up every single turn, and he obviously gives 3 key with his passive. However, if you were to run a double Merger Masu lead or a Merger Masu Rose lead, then he will definitely be more useful. He is comparable to Demon King Piccolo in the sense that he also gives key, and he will be good for a setup where you are running double Merger Masu, or you are running Merger Masu / Rose, where you do need that extra bit of key, because obviously Merger Masu only gives that 1 key, whereas Rose would give 3, and because villains don't, some villains don't share that many good links. The most common one is probably Shocking Speed / Prepare for Battle on what you decide to run. Units like this will definitely be extremely useful if you don't have 2 Roses. However, it definitely is a good passive skill regardless, but if we go ahead and move on to his links, he has Auto Regeneration, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Strongest Clan in Space, Versatile Conquest, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. So his links are so good on a villain team. Shocking Speed, as I said before, is extremely common. You have Omega Shenron, you have Buuhan, who are both top tier units. You have Fear and Faith, which he shares with Goku Black and Super Saiyan Rose. You have Nightmare, which is a very good attack link, which both Super Saiyan Rose and Goku Black have. He has incredible links. He has a very similar link set to Ginyu. They both have Shocking Speed and Fear and Faith, which again are incredible links. Unfortunately, he does have Shattering the Limit, which isn't too common on many teams unless you do run several Rebirths. He would have been much better if he did have Fierce Battle, but again, he is a Rebirth and he isn't a Dokkan. And another good thing about this unit is that he does have very good stats. Definitely some of the most solid stats for a Rebirth. And another thing that I do want to point out is that his 12Q multiplier is 140%, which is very good. Generally, some of the rebirths only get like 130 to 135, but to see him with a 12 key multiplier of 140% is honestly amazing, because that obviously allows him to hit harder. And I'm honestly surprised, because I didn't expect him to give Metal Cooler of all units that high of a 12 key multiplier. But overall, he is an incredible support unit. You have that 30% attack boost, and he also gives 2 key to extreme types. Extremely useful if you are trying to run a double merge and mastery lead. He has very good links. Unfortunately, he is missing fierce battle. He can greatly lower defense, which, as I said before, can be useful against certain events. His leader skill is very good if you don't have any of the mono leads, and I wish I had him, to be honest. He is such a good unit. He is comparable to, I'd say, starter Goku. Overall, he is definitely an incredible unit. If you manage to pull him, or if you had him before and you're waiting to awaken him, then go ahead and do it and put him on your villain team. He is pretty good on a mono int team, but he would definitely shine a bit more on a villain team, just because it's easier to work with him. Just because if you were to put him on an optimal int team, the majority of the units there are heroes. So you'd have LR Piccolo most likely, LR Gohan, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, and most likely SS Blue Vegeta. But again, that is just the optimal team. You could go ahead and run a mono in villain team if you wanted to, in which case he would be very good. It just depends on the team that you want to run. I personally believe that he would fit better on a villain team. Let me know your thoughts down below. Overall, as I said before, incredible unit, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.